Podcast or otherwise used in any form without the express written consent of WNBA Enterprises.
Does size matter? Oh, yeah. Jealous? Tuesday, June 24th.
Oh, my God!
The bigger the balls,
No!
the harder the falls. Wipeout premieres Tuesday, June 24th on ABC. The fun starts here.
Welcome back to the IHOP Halftime Report. Detroit is up by 12 thanks to a game-high 14 points from Tasha Humphrey. The Detroit Shock playing lights out early on, 43-31. Bill Laimbeer is a two-time NBA champion. He's also won 2 WNBA rings as a coach, and he remains one of the most supersized personalities in the sport. Now, the Detroit Shock are built in his bad boy image. They're scrappy, they're competitive, and they are very tough. Now in his 7th season on the sidelines for the Detroit Shock, we dropped in on Bill to find that his passion for the sport certainly hasn't wavered.
Blues got the ball, 5-on-5, make it, take it. I want to see a lot of new stuff. I don't think there's any team like us. The coaching staff is very secure in who they are and what we're about. We like to have fun. We like to get on people. As long as they perform, that's all that matters. Bring it from half court, please. Bring it from half court, please. Bring it from half court, please.
He's very hardcore, very intense, and he is very direct, very blunt. But the good thing with that is you're never confused on where you stand or your role or what he thinks of you as a player and a person. So, I respect him for that.
As the Piston everybody loved to hate in the 1980s, Laimbeer did not exactly command respect from opposing fans, but his intensity was never in question.
Let's push ourselves right now. Let's push ourselves right now.
And it's still on display today.
It's a 40-minute game of the highest intensity you can play. Come on, Deegan, let's go. Let's go.
So competitive, and I'm so competitive. So obviously we bump heads sometimes, but the bottom line is we want the same thing.
Okay, I read that kind of thinking.
But yeah, of course we get on each other's nerves. And he's always calling me Smith.
Smith, you tired? They pass the ball, and here's you in the corner. What is that? Is that a basketball play?
He expects you to work hard and do your job. But if you do that, he'll go to war for you.
It's open season on Katie Smith today and tomorrow, by the way. Cameras are following her around, so this is your chance to stab her all you want to. My job is to keep things lively, to point them in the right direction, put them back on track when they fall off track. Concentration, no yakking. They have to feel confident that I'm helping them accomplish their goals.
One player who did not benefit from Laimbeer's approach is all-star Swin Cash. This offseason, she was traded to Seattle amidst rumors that she and her former coach could not get along.
It's an environment that you have to have thick skin to survive in. Early on, there were a lot of great things that I learned from him.
You're awesome, okay?
But I think a lot of times when everything else gets put into the mix, it kind of severs the relationship. And obviously for me, it was time to move on because I wasn't growing as a player or as a woman. And that's something that I pride myself on every day, is getting better, and I wasn't.
After winning it all in 2006, last season the Shock watched the Mercury steal their hopes for a repeat. Despite that disappointment, confidence is still high in Detroit.
I believe we're the best team. I always think we're the best team. I did last year and I do this year. I think we realize how hard we have to play. And I know that if we want it bad enough, we won't be denied and we'll win again. Shock on 3, 1, 2, 3.
And Bill Laimbeer certainly thrives on that bad boy mentality. He told me before the game, I hope my team takes on my personality, and my personality is win at all costs. And in 7 seasons, he's doing just that. WNBA champs in 2003, as well as Coach of the Year. So far, so good for Bill Laimbeer and the Detroit Shock. When we come back, Dave and Doris will break down the first half of action, and we'll get an all-access locker room pass to hear what Bill and Corey Gaines have to say to their teams at halftime. All that when we come back. Right now, Detroit up 43-31.
This is a great country.
A country where people never stop trying.
Never stop dreaming.
Never stop creating. The perfect chicken sandwich.
Introducing McDonald's new Southern-style chicken sandwich.
It's perfectly seasoned.
It's juicy.
It's just plain better.
All white meat chicken served warm with pickles on a steamed, buttery-tasting bun.
Why settle for ordinary?
When you simply don't have to.
Next up, standing at just 4'9" Kiara Nolan.
Discover Card gets you so close to the WNBA, it feels like you're in the game. Nobody gets you in the game like Discover Card.
Your turn.
No pressure.
Next up, Tamika Catchings.
This is a classical design we did in Milan. This is a postmodern residence in This design won 5 prestigious awards. Shaki headquarters in Kyoto. To see our architecture, you don't look around the corner, you look around the world. So, what can I do for you?
Design a house around this.
It's big. It's all American. It's Discover America Pancakes at IHOP. This month, try Maine Blueberry, filled with real blueberries. Or try Kansas Carrot Cake with a perfect blend of fruit and spices. And discover California Strawberries smothered with cool strawberries and whipped topping. Get them with all your IHOP favorites, all month long during Discover America Pancakes.
Pass the syrup?
IHOP. Come hungry, leave happy.
Sunday. You guys ready for this? A Jimmy Kimmel primetime event. Wow. A special appearance by Senator Barack Obama, plus Idol winner David Cook.
You don't get that on other shows.
Jimmy Kimmel Live, game night, Sunday, 8/7 Central on ABC.
ABC Monday. The mole will be exposed.
They took our clothes.
Do you want to have any clothes? We look like Charlie's Angels.
Bobby and I look like impersonation of the number 10.
The Mole, Monday, 10/9 Central on ABC. The fun starts here.
The WNBA on ABC. Brought to you by IHOP. Celebrating 50 years. IHOP. Come hungry. Leave happy. Kohler. Inspired creations for the home. The bold look of Kohler. Discover Card, making every fan's WNBA experience brighter. And McDonald's, I'm loving it.
Back in the Valley of the Sun, the Phoenix Mercury are really struggling from the field, 28%. They trail by 12. The Detroit Shock care about the community. The team unveiled the Detroit Shock Garden of Inspiration at the Ronald McDonald House of Detroit. The entire team, including Cheryl Ford, Katie Smith, and Coach Bill Lambier, worked on renovating the facility's backyard, including doing some painting, building furniture, and planting trees and flowers. WNBA cares, leading, inspiring, and creating positive change. Back on the IHOP Halftime Report with Doris Burke, I'm Dave Pash. How about Cappy Pondexter and Diana Taurasi, DB? A combined 1 of 18 from the field, yet Phoenix is still in this game.
And the way they score points, and you know they will come out with greater aggression and get more shot opportunities. I think the keeper, Cappy Pondexter, she's got to take better shots. I think she's consistently relying on the jump shot. When you're not in a groove offensively, that's tough to do.
Yeah, Pondexter 0 of 12 from the field as we look at our Kohler first half stats. She was 0 for 4 from 3. Phoenix as a team just 3 of 12 from 3 and out rebounded by 8. How about this? Their bench actually outscoring Detroit. That's got to be a bit of a surprise.
Well, 10 points. I thought Mazzanti did a terrific job of getting in transition, rebounding the basketball, and spotting up for threes. And Pringle, who has only played in 2 games, has continued again here in this game to be terrific.
Let's take a look at our Discover Card Kid in the Game highlights.
Yeah, she was terrific. I mean, this is a player you took a little bit of a chance on in that first round, but a sensational scorer during her career at Georgia. She's in better condition. She was so efficient. 5 for 7 from the floor, including both threes gone down, 2 free throws made. She left Georgia number 2 all-time in points, 4th in rebounds, number 1 in free throws made and attempted. A well-rounded offensive player.
14 points for Humphrey. Pondexter and Taurasi combined for half that, and they're the top 2 scorers in the WNBA. This has been the IHOP Halftime Report. Back with the second half after this message and a word from our ABC stations.
Couchsurfer. 37 cities in 55 weeks. I've got a lot of friends, no itinerary. Without my phone, I'd be out of luck. Most cell companies promise great coverage, but T-Mobile proved it to me on their website before I signed up. You can even see your signal strength, street by street. Or, in my case, couch by couch. When it comes to my coverage, T-Mobile works great.
T-Mobile, the highest ranked wireless customer service performance 7 times in a row by J.D. Power and Associates.
Basketball Hall of Famer Jerry West, legendary UCLA coach John Wooden, 11-time NBA champion Bill Russell. What do all of these influential basketball greats have in common? They all agree that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar presents On the Shoulders of Giants as one of the most fascinating journeys through the early years of professional basketball. Narrated by Bob Costas, this is the gripping account of the Harlem Wrens, the greatest team you've never heard of. Until now, log on to KareemAbdul-Jabbar.com to get your copy.
And now, a wipeout timeout.
She's through the third obstacle, and she's on her face.
That's okay, because she doesn't actually feel the pain until about here.
Wipeout premieres Tuesday, June 24th, 8/7 Central on ABC. The fun starts here.
This is the last place you'd expect to see teens acting wild. So what made these Amish teens leave their families and faith to test the other side? Was it temptation?
How do you like your girlfriend?
Oh, wow. The Outsiders premieres Tuesday, June 24th at 10/9 Central.
You'll find them in every city and every neighborhood. They're excellent houses all over Georgia, available at the fairest prices in years at Hudson and Marshall Home Auctions. If you've been waiting for housing prices to come down, that time has come. Hudson and Marshall will auction off 406 houses throughout Georgia. Check GeorgiaHouseAuction.com for event details. 406 homes that must be sold to the highest bidder. 406 chances to finally buy the house of your dreams or invest in an excellent property at a price you can afford. Plus, buyer's agents get 2%. Call now to pre-qualify for financing. We'll send you our free auction guide or log on to GeorgiaHouseAuction.com to learn how to buy a home at auction the Hudson and Marshall way. Our buyer-friendly process helps first-time auction goers bid like old pros. The chance you've been waiting for has finally come to Georgia. 6 Hudson and Marshall auctions starting June 25th. Visit our website or call Hudson and Marshall for the date and time of the next auction near you. Buyer's agents get 2%.
On Channel 2 is brought to you by Bluebell Ice Cream.
Back in Phoenix, where Detroit leads the Mercury 43-31 as we get ready for the start of the third quarter. First, we take you all access inside the Detroit and Phoenix locker rooms.
Back on the inside, the first 5 minutes of this game, come out, set the tone that we're going to win this game. Let's go get a win. Let's go. First 5 minutes right now. Shotgun 3, 1, 2, 3.
Shot! We're fine. We're fine. We just got to make the shots. Make shots, okay? Make shots, which we will make. Okay, that half is gone. We're down 12. We can shoot no worse. Okay, layups, missed shots, and we just couldn't score. Come on.
Come on. Here we go. Let's go, ladies. Come on.
Come on.
Mercury, 1, 2, 3. Mercury!
Well, you know, eventually Taurasi and or Pondexter will make shots. 1 of 18 combined from the floor and only 7 points. 1 of 7 from 3 between the two. Let's check in now with Heather Cox.
Well, guys, some more notes from Corey Gaines. You heard him say we just need to make those shots. I asked him how, and he said, we've gotten good looks. We need to continue to get good looks. What I need to do is help them get those good looks going towards the basket instead of away from the basket. He also talked about rebounding. They're out-rebounded by 8 in that first half. And then he said we might have to wear them down by running the ball more. We just can't make it too easy for Detroit.
Well, 31 points, the lowest total for Phoenix in the first half this season. And they'll certainly have opportunities to score. Can they put it in the hole? That's the question. And Detroit didn't shoot that great in the first half either, under 40% as well.
Yeah, this is an incredibly long road trip for Detroit. In fact, the longest of their season, a 4-game West Coast road swing, 1 and 2 to start it. So this is an important one. I mean, obviously you go away from home, take on some former WNBA champions. If you can split it 2-2 and get back home, you feel good.
And they've lost 2 in a row after a 7-1 start, including a defeat to Los Angeles. They beat Sacramento. Sacramento has not lost since that game. What are your thoughts on Seattle so far? You've got Swoops, you've got Yolanda Griffith, along with, of course, Bird and Lauren Jackson, who have been mainstays with Seattle.
Well, I mean, clearly you like the talent level that Brian Agler was able to accumulate. I think you've got to get Cheryl Swoops as healthy as you could possibly get her, and she's working her way into shape. You've got a more aggressive Sue Bird, which I think is an important piece of the puzzle. When she's aggressive, looking for her own offense, despite the fact that there's a lot of talent around her, it makes that team that much better.
You also have Swin Cash, a former member of the Detroit Shock, but Tasha Humphrey making people forget about Swin. Different players, obviously, but Humphrey off to a great start. Now 15 points as Taurasi picks up her second personal foul.
Well, I know I spoke to Cheryl Reeve, the assistant coach who's been on Bill's staff for a number of years now, along with Rick Mahorn, and we were talking prior to the draft, and Tasha Humphrey's name came up. There is Cheryl Reeve. And I said, you know, what do you think? Because, you know, her performance, like Kara Braxton, another Georgia graduate, has been up and down in her career. She said, certainly that makes us wonder, but you cannot doubt the kid's offensive talents, and clearly we have seen that demonstrated.
Finally, Cappy Pondexter makes a shot from the floor after an 0 for 12 start, and it's a 3 to get Phoenix back within 11.
Be interesting to see in the second half, where does their offense come from, Cappy and Diana? What is Detroit doing to make things hard on both those players to score?
They're going to get LaCoe Willingham for her 4th personal foul, and she's the leading scorer right now for Phoenix. They can't afford to lose her. 10 points for Willingham. 7 now for Cappy Pondexter. So 2 quick fouls on the Mercury. Less than a minute gone by here in the third quarter. Cheryl Ford with 7 points so far in the game. This is the shot with 3 on the timer.
Got Cherie Sam continuing to draw the assignment of Diana Taurasi in Detroit's man-to-man defense.
Pondexter, great pass to Willingham, who's fouled. That's twice that Pondexter's been able to drive and find LaCoe Willingham on the low block. And that's 3 on Deanna Nolan. First foul in Detroit in the quarter. Willingham averaging 6 points per game. This is her 7th start after 4 seasons in Connecticut as a reserve.
Yeah, she played a career high 11 minutes last year, about 2 points, under 3 rebounds. She seems very happy here. You know, I don't think it was reflective of her talent level. I think it was more reflective of Connecticut's strength in their post-game over the years.
And with Asia Jones and Taji McWilliams-Franklin, Margot Diedick, Katie Smith off target. There's Cherie Sam with a cleanup. Couldn't finish, though, but Humphrey keeps it alive.
But Cherie Sam, what a nice pickup, you know. This is a player who, in her career, has been an outstanding scorer. They don't need that from her, so she's focusing on the defensive end.
Now, Bill Laimbeer has been able, over the course of his career as Detroit head coach, to go get some extra pieces and help them conform to his system.
Oh, no doubt.
And Katie Smith has been playing a lot of point guard since she came over to Detroit, something she didn't do a whole lot of in Minnesota, as Nolan scores.
Exactly right. I mean, he comes with a terrific understanding of how to put a professional organization together, how to prepare for a professional season.
Taurasi still struggling now. 1 of 7 from the field, only 3 points in the game. Humphrey and Ferris battling down low. Cherie Sam too strong. Willingham rips it down. Taurasi saves it. And Pondexter with her second 3.
Yeah, you would not call her a classic pure jump shooter. You can watch the rotation of her shot and know that she can be streaky from the perimeter, but boy, she looks like she's got it going.
Made her last 2 after 12 straight misses to start the game. Humphrey can't answer, and Sam and Miller get tied up, so jump ball.
Now watch Cappy Pondexter, because she's now made 2 shots in a row, and she couldn't make a shot in the first half. And again, it's not terrific rotation. That's a Chicago Windy City rotation. It's used to turning in the wind, but it's effective.
She wears number 23 because Michael Jordan was her favorite player growing up in Chicago. Pondexter attended Rutgers, and now in her 3rd year in the WNBA will be an Olympian for the first time. She did play some international ball on the under-18 team as she finds Willingham for another basket. Again, Pondexter making it happen off the dribble.
You can see why she was the MVP. Just extraordinary pressure on your ability to contain the dribble drive.
Well, she was the finals MVP in that series with Detroit last year. Willingham now has 14. That's a career high. Phoenix can get within 4. Taurasi still with just 1 field goal and 7 misses, but Mercury back in the game.
Kelly Miller pursue that rebound. A relentless motor for Kelly Miller.
Averaged a handful of rebounds a game last year as the point guard. Shot clock at 7. Back in the hands of Kelly Miller. And Cheryl Ford gets the rebound, and Ford, who favors that left knee as she pulls it down, appears to be okay. Detroit 1 of 9 from the floor in the quarter. Humphrey on Willingham. Beautifully done.
It's just a very good score, and they are electing to check her one-on-one as she is just dominating.
That's 16 points now. I think that 18 points, excuse me, for Tasha Humphrey in this game.
17 points, or 17 pounds leaner, but how much more effective without those extra LBs?
Second Detroit team foul. Pondexter will go to the line.
And this is what makes her dangerous. Now, she's made 2 threes in this game, but she combines that with a terrific low post game. And even without the weight, you can see, look at the shoulders on her. Terrific, pro-ready body right now.
Humphrey picks up the foul there, her second. They say that Pondexter was on the drive, not on the shot, so ball out of bounds.
You're going to be out for a minute.
And Bill Embiid telling Cheryl Ford that she's only going to be out for a minute, and he'll put her back in the game. Taurasi falling away. Now 1 out of 9 from the field.
Well, remember what Katie Smith told Heather Cox, how good Cherie Sam's defense has been.
Pondexter can't hit the 3 after the great steal by Kelly Miller, and then Taurasi picks up her 3rd personal foul.
Well, she's frustrated, and Cherie Sam, as noted by Katie Smith, has just tried to make the catches tough and then the shots tough. That is terrific in-your-face defense. 1 contested look.
And she's always struggled against Detroit. Those numbers are the worst against any opponent in the WNBA as Nolan strikes again.
Simply going to be, I think, impossible for Phoenix to win unless Taurasi gets going. You're just too reliant right now on Pondexter and Willingham, who's been terrific.
Now, Taurasi's missed 8 straight from the field. Pondexter going 1-on-2. Hard to do against anybody, especially Detroit. Such a solid team defense. Taurasi fouled. He'll go to the line as Lynette Pearson tried to draw the charge along with Humphrey. Taurasi continues to struggle, but Phoenix hanging around, down 10.
Tired of being nickeled and dimed by other airlines?
Is this your first flight?
On Southwest Airlines, we don't charge fees for stuff that should be free. Southwest, fees don't fly with us.
You're now free to move about the country.
No matter what your passion is, Hans Spree has a flat panel display to complement it. And it's our passion to infuse design, performance, and quality in every Hans G product we produce. From the latest Hans G monitors to a complete line of Hans G digital picture frames. Hans Spree will help you go beyond the ordinary. It's extraordinary. Go to WNBA.com to win a VIP trip or 2 to a 2008 WNBA Finals game by signing up for the Hans G Go Beyond Fan Contest.
G2 is the smart choice for athletes because it is low in calories. And my mama like it. So if my mama like it, I like it.
Living the G2 life. Turn the ball over a little bit. Next question.
What, Chuck? I'm sitting here watching the press conference. Nice suit.
Thank you, Chuck. I'm busy right now.
Hey, man, I need some socks. Those cushy cotton NBA logo socks. I need them for my footsies. They're so comfortable. About 6 to 10 pairs.
Chuck, I gotta go.
A little bit above your ankles. Hey, give me them socks.
Talk all you want with My Faves from T-Mobile. Unlimited calls to your 5 favorite people. Who's in your fave 5?
Hard work doesn't have to make your muscles ache, because Excedrin Back and Body gives you fast, powerful relief in 2 ways, with a pain reliever and a pain blocker that work almost as hard as you do. Excedrin Back and Body. Go.
The WNBA on ABC, brought to you by McDonald's. I'm loving it. Discover Card. Get in the game with your favorite WNBA team card. Kohler. Inspired creations for the home. The bold look of Kohler. And IHOP. Celebrating 50 years. IHOP. Come hungry. Leave happy.
Welcome back to Arizona. Phoenix trailing Detroit by 10 midway through the third quarter. Coming up June 24th, it's the biggest splash of the summer coming to ABC. Each week, 24 players take on the world's most outrageous obstacle course. Show's called Wipeout Tuesday, June 24th at ABC. If you've seen some of the previews running during the NBA Finals, looks like a hilarious show. Not funny right now what Diana Taurasi's doing. 1 of 9 from the field, 3 points, and she's not made a shot since early in the game.
Well, the promos for those shows show a lot of people wiping out in a variety of circumstances. You could call it a wipeout offensively for Taurasi today.
And not just her, Pondexter 2 of 15, although she did make her first 2 shots this quarter, but Phoenix shooting under 30%, only trailing by 8 with a ton of time left. Pondexter on the bench right now.
Diana Taurasi, as we went to break, had a long conversation with Michael Price, one of the officials, pleading her case in some regard. We'll see how it transpires the rest of the way for her.
Pearson with a great feed. Couldn't knock down the 3. Phoenix in transition. And a pass too tall for Barb Ferris, out of bounds to Detroit.
That is a rare mistake. I mean, Kelly Miller is a terrific point guard. She's the perfect point guard for the system because she's relentless, she doesn't fatigue, and she's solid with the ball. That is just a simple giveaway that you can't have when you're trying to make a comeback.
Here's Pearson, who hasn't scored, but passing the ball well, finds Nolan again. This time Nolan in the paint, and she makes it.
Detroit is physically taking its toll. They're plus 11 in rebounds. The points in the paint differential has been pretty even thus far. It wouldn't surprise me to see Detroit start to dominate that.
Katie Smith now covering Taurasi. Mazzanti hit a big 3 in the first half, and another one here in the third quarter.
That's not a bad job. Come in and shoot threes.
Mazzanti doing it well today. Pearson can't score along the baseline, and the Mercury on the move again, down 7. Willingham on the drive. She'll go to the line as Pearson picks up her 3rd and the 4th team foul on Detroit.
And Mazzanti actually has 5 rebounds. She's actually handled the ball in transition. So this is what her specialty is. This is what she gives you. Left, Penn State is the all-time leading scorer in the history of the Big Ten.
3 for 4 in this game from 3 after 1 out of 12 her last 2 games. And Taurasi will go to the bench. 22 minutes of play, 5 points, 1 of 9 from the field. Willingham has been the star. Leads the team now with 15 points. That's a career high for LaCoe Willingham.
So just 6. As bad as it's been, Corey Gaines said we couldn't make a shot in that half, and we're still in it.
Pearson finally scores. Lynette Pearson's first basket of the contest. She averages 12 points per game.
That's a point in the paint. That's exactly where Detroit dominates.
Pearson was with the Phoenix Mercury, then traded to Detroit. She's in her 4th year with a shot. Won the 6th Woman Award last year. Shot clock down to 5. Here's Ferris. And rebounded by Hornbuckle for the shot. Hornbuckle's got 10 rebounds in this game.
Terrific rebounding guard. I talked about her little areas where she contributes.
Pearson again, and just like that, the lead back to 10 for Detroit. Pondexter spinning on Smith and forcing that one up. Got her own miss. Trying to go 1-on-4, and she did draw a foul. And Detroit with its 15th foul. The Shock and the Mercury expect great, and so do you. So get to the arena and be a part of the action. Single game tickets to see your favorite WNBA team are on sale now. Go to WNBA.com/tickets to get your tickets now. All at WNBA.com. So Pondexter to the line. And Diana Taurasi back into the game, replacing Kelly Miller.
That means Cappy Pondexter and Diana Taurasi will now handle the basketball in the open floor with Miller out.
Pondexter picking it up here in the third quarter, but she missed her last 2 from the field. Taurasi just 1 of 9 for the game. Pondexter gets both to go. She's got 12 now.
You got a pretty small lineup. See, Detroit electing to go small right now because Phoenix is out in transition and they need team speed to keep up.
Smith fires to Ford. Ford, another miss inside. She's 2 of 8, but a Phoenix foul. Detroit just too physical there. That's the 14th foul on the Mercury. That's on Willingham. That's Pride now on her. First time these two teams have met since the WNBA Finals a year ago. The championship taking Game 5 in Detroit. It was a great series, physical and intense. More of the same today. Willingham misses the 3. It'll go to Detroit.
Yeah, she's taken a couple of face-up jump shots, Lakoa. Neither has touched the rim. And that's where you miss Tangela Smith. See, Corey Gaines normally in that transition, that's Tangela Smith who's coming down and shooting that 3.
Second game that Smith has missed because of right knee swelling. Corey Gaines said that she is day-to-day. Smith was a great pickup by Ann Myers last year, the GM for the Mercury, trading a very high draft pick, the #1 pick for the rights to her as Katie Smith knocks down a 3 and the lead is 11 again.
Yeah, first time in history that the #1 selection overall gets traded away.
A lot of people questioned Myers when she made that move, but it worked out great as Smith was a key cog in the championship season. Pondexter is fouled. She'll go back to the line. 2 on Hornbuckle. Actually, they get Cheryl Ford. That's 3 on her.
Arms out like this, jumped up straight up in the air.
Well, Tangela Smith not playing today, so she's going to spend some time with Heather Cox.
And Tangela, you told me yesterday that you practiced, you thought you'd be ready to go. Ultimately, what made the decision that you couldn't play today?
It's really day-to-day, so I just see how it feels every day, and if I'm able to play, then I go out there and do it, but I couldn't do it today, so I'm just going to rest it a little bit longer and then see what I can do the next game.
Phoenix certainly would love to have some of your scoring punch in there today. How have you been able to help the team from the bench?
I'm just trying to be a voice, on a bench and, let the players know what I see from the bench and just, try to just be a leader out here.
We certainly wish you best of luck. Tangela hoping to get back onto the court for Connecticut on Wednesday, guys.
And Smith in her 11th year out of Iowa averages 12 points, 8 rebounds a game. A second opportunity for Detroit, and Hornbuckle makes it go. Hits the bank shot, and she may get a double-double before this is all said and done. 5 points, 11 rebounds for her.
Yeah, they're killing them right now. Second chance opportunity points. I mean, this is what Detroit does. They are traditionally one of the best, if not the best, rebounding team in the league on a yearly basis.
And Taurasi still jawing with Michael Price, the official, as she runs back down the floor. She wanted a foul. Taurasi's missed her last 9 shots. Her only basket came about a minute and a half into the contest. Only 5 points for her. Coming off a 37-point game, mind you, which was the highest in the league this season. Great save by Nolan. Smith recognizes time running down on the shot clock, but she can't bury it. And now 2-second difference between the game and shot clocks here, closing out the third quarter with Detroit leading by 11.
They'll just flatten things out here, allow Cappy to go one-on-one. Now she's terrific getting in the paint, look for a little pitch.
Instead, Pondexter fires the 3. They settle for that. 5 seconds to go in the quarter. And a incredibly silly foul by Pondexter, because that will put Hornbuckle at the line for some free points. Out of frustration, you would assume after that missed 3.
Yeah, see, I don't like the choice to make the 3, and I've talked about this in the first half with Cappy.
Box out, Cap.
You've gotten it going a little bit, but it's not been a terrific shooting. Why settle that early? Go off the dribble. Maybe pitch. Diana Taurasi was making a move to come up and set a screen to help you get into the lane.
And you got to be able to control your emotions. I know you're 2 of 17, but they don't commit a foul with 3 seconds to go in the quarter and put Hornbuckle on the line.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most gifted offensive players in the league. I think you said it. She was frustrated yesterday in our meetings with her about the losing. She's a great competitor. but sometimes you can press and trying to get your team to do all the right things.
And now a foul called away from the ball here.
They did the whole game. I've been yelling at you when you don't get it.
3 seconds to go. Pondexter gets stripped by Hornbuckle and can't get off a shot. Pondexter had 10 in the quarter. But Detroit too good down the stretch. 11-4 close of the third quarter. They lead by 13 going to the fourth.
It's big. It's all American. It's Discover America Pancakes at IHOP. This month, try Maine Blueberry, filled with real blueberries. Or try Kansas Carrot Cake with a perfect blend of fruit and spices. And discover California Strawberry smothered with cool strawberries and whipped topping. Get them with all your IHOP favorites, all month long during Discover America Pancakes.
Pass the syrup?
IHOP. Come hungry, leave happy.
Next up, standing at just 4 foot 9 inches, Tiara Nolan.
Discover Card gets you so close to the WNBA, it feels like you're in the game. Nobody gets you in the game like Discover Card.
Your turn.
No pressure.
Next up, Tamika.
Remember when Nana taught us how to cook chicken?
Mm-hmm. Shaking it up in a brown paper bag with seasonings and flour in it.
Remember the time the bag burst and flour flew everywhere?
Yeah, it was a mess.
Well, guess what? Now we can get that kind of chicken at McDonald's.
Introduce your mouth to down home taste at McDonald's. The Southern style chicken sandwich. Perfectly seasoned, nice and juicy.
So, what's the word?
McDonald's has got Southern style taste in the bag.
You said it, girl.
Let's be honest, your reg league team would smoke us chicks without working up a sweat. I'm afraid of contact, so you can post me up all day long. Plus, the lane will be open because no girl is gonna take a charge. We want no part of your reg league team. Believe that. Expect great.
Premiere Tuesday, June 24th, 8/7 Central on ABC. The fun starts here.
Back in Phoenix with Mercury head coach Corey Gaines. And coach, what is Detroit doing that's making it so difficult for Diana and Cappy to produce?
Well, their defense is trying to hold. What they're doing is they're forcing our players and not out of the comfort zone to get their shots. So we're pushing us out farther than we want to get the ball and farther than we want to shoot. We have to get something where we're going to attack closer in, curl it in. So we got that coming up right now.
Heading into the fourth quarter, what do you see as the biggest challenge into coming back in this game?
Right now, we've got to rebound and make our shots.
Coach, thank you.
Well, Phoenix had its best quarter offensively, but still Detroit's defense pretty good.
Well, what you're doing if you're Cherise Sam and you're trying to make her a dribble driver. Now, Diana is capable of going off the bounce, but it's not her best skill. She does get 2 free throws off this. This is a player who wants to spot up and make threes or make the people around her better by distributing the basketball. So that video speaks directly to what Corey was talking about, taking her out of her comfort zone.
No field goals the last 4 minutes for Phoenix. A combined 3 of 27 for the top 2 scorers in the league, Diana Taurasi and Cappy Pondexter. Detroit with terrific closeouts to the second and third quarters. Big difference in this game. Ferris connects to get Phoenix within 11. That ends that 4-minute scoring drought for the Mercury. Ford posting up. Out of the double team finds Hornbuckle. Too strong with a 2, and Pondexter looking to push the pace. Taurasi, 1 of 11 now from the floor, but Phoenix will keep.
Michael, help him out. Help him out.
Bill Laimbeer always working the officials as Katie Smith is fouled. That's a veteran move right there by Katie Smith. And Barbara Ferris laughing, and Katie Smith might as well. They're going to get Taurasi for her 4th.
No, I think they're going to get Barbara Ferris on an illegal screen. Now, does she lean on the screen?
They did give it to Taurasi, though. That's her 4th personal foul. She did her left arm at the end as she was trying to come off that screen. But yeah, it did seem like Ferris was setting the illegal screen, and then Pearson commits her 4th down in the other end. Diana Taurasi is
looking it over at us, going, that call. No
I don't
way.
know how they called that on Taurasi.
That is, and she looked over at us going, how can you call that? She's right. See, she can officiate, too.
Taurasi, 1 of 11 from the floor. And she'll go to the line. Katie Smith commits her 1st foul. And that's officially the first team foul in the quarter because of the other offensive fouls. No team fouls on those. NBA TV tonight. More WNBA action with Minnesota and New York, followed by Los Angeles and Sacramento. Coming up on ESPN2, a couple games for you. On the 24th, it's Houston and San Antonio. And then on the 26th, Thursday, Indiana at New York. Coverage beginning at 7 o'clock.
Well, you got a double dip in New York. That's the NBA draft will happen in one part of the Madison Square Garden, and the New York Liberty will play in another part.
Who will go number 1? Will it be Derrick Rose of Memphis or Michael Beasley of Kansas State? A lot of people think it will be Rose. Katie Smith off the mark from 3. Tasha Humphrey is there. She's been there all day. 18 points, a handful of rebounds for her. And now a career-high 20 points. Beautiful move.
Well, second chance opportunities. Again, this is what Detroit does. They wear you down physically. They've got terrific bodies inside, very strong, come with a mindset to rebound it, to dominate you physically.
And a foul on the other end. Humphrey was the 11th pick in the draft. In the NBA, that's like getting picked 27th or 28th.
Oh, exactly right. And you made the point. This is a player who, for stretches in her career, had Candace Parker come out at another time, could have been a #1 draft choice. Kodak All-American 1 year at Georgia. 4-time first-team SEC. But again, a little bit inconsistent. And I can't believe I'm saying that about a player who finishes second all-time in points per game at Georgia.
She does pick up her 4th personal foul, and the second on Detroit. Latoya Pringle, an outstanding player at North Carolina, who was the 13th overall pick in this year's draft. Starting to come into her own as well. Not as gaudy numbers as Humphrey, but playing well the last week or so for Phoenix. 2 minutes gone by in the 4th. It's only a 9-point lead until Humphrey makes a beautiful feed inside to Cheryl Ford.
They've had 2 stretches right there, 2 consecutive possessions where they get very good looks offensively. One make, one miss.
And how about also the timing? Bill Laimbeer putting Humphrey into the starting lineup last game, allowing Humphrey to get settled in to the team and to the league as Ferris connects for Phoenix.
Well, I like that because I think Kara Braxton is a better bench player, at least right now in her career. I'm not sure she wants the responsibility of starting. She had it for a stretch last year and lost it.
Now, Braxton's played only 7 minutes today because of the effectiveness of Humphrey. Ford gets blocked by Pringle, who averages 4 blocks a game. Shot clock down to 3. Humphrey again for 3. A rookie with time running out on the shot clock not only recognizes it, but then hits the 3. 23 points now for her, and a foul on the other end. Pondexter back to the line.
She likes national television. Detroit needs to be on national TV more. Tasha Humphrey, highly skilled, terrific size, but this is what she brings, a versatility with that skill set. Great recognition by the rookie of the shot clock.
Played only 10 minutes in her first start against LA, scored 8 points. And then 23 tonight in 19 minutes.
According to Bill Lambier, I said, what did you do to help her lose the 17 pounds? I said, was it just extra conditioning? He said, no, we put her on an incredibly strict diet. Their athletic trainer, Laura Ramos, does an outstanding job. You become a professional athlete. A lot of your career is dictated by how well you care for your body.
Ford posting up. Oh, great play again by Pringle. Defensively, and a technical foul on Cheryl Ford.
Those look like two good blocks. LaToya Pringle has go-go gadget arms. She is lean frame, but make no mistake, she's got great length. That's a good strip. She feels like it wasn't. I think that looks good.
So Pondexter will shoot the technical. Phoenix has now hit 12 consecutive foul shots. And remember, they were having trouble just getting to the line, so they're making the most of their opportunities in this game. And it's a 9-point contest, ton of time left, seven minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Pondexter and Taurasi a combined 3 of 28 from the field tonight. Here's Taurasi, shot clock at 9. Ferris. There's Pringle on the offensive end, making a difference now.
Terrific length and persistence to put yourself in a position on the weak side. And as poorly as Pondexter and Taurasi have shot the ball, in a last-second situation, you like their chances.
8.6 rebounds and a handful of blocks for LaToya Pringle. Out of bounds off of Hornbuckle after the Deanna Nolan miss. Well, ABC is your NBA Finals destination. The series continues from the Staples Center tomorrow night as the Lakers look to stay alive, trailing Boston 3-1. Coverage begins with GMC NBA Countdown at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific. Great move by Pondexter to get Phoenix back within 5. And a timeout called by Detroit. 15.5 for Pondexter. Well, we saw Boston come back in Game 4 of the NBA Finals from 24 down the other night. Pondexter leading the comeback for the Mercury today. Back within 5, midway through the fourth.
Now more than ever, you want to get the most for your money. Look no further than the 2008 midsize Kia Optima. Fuel efficient, 5-star safety rated, backed by an industry-leading warranty, and it's priced about $3,000 less than a Toyota Camry SE. Or to put it another way, 3 years worth of electric bills less. The 2008 Kia Optima. It's money well saved. Starting around $14,000 after $3,000 cash back or 0% APR.
I'm a couch surfer. 37 cities in 55 weeks. I've got a lot of friends, no itinerary. Without my phone, I'd be out of luck. Most cell companies promise great coverage, but T-Mobile proved it to me on their website before I signed up. You can even see your signal strength, street by street. Or, in my case, couch by couch. When it comes to my coverage, T-Mobile works great.
T-Mobile, the highest ranked wireless customer service performance 7 times in a row by J.D. Power and Associates.
Hi, welcome to Conglomerated Airlines. We have 2 emergency exits on this plane, one in the front of the plane and one in the rear. Sit back, relax, enjoy your 4-hour, 50-minute flight.
On Southwest Airlines, you'll never fly in a small plane. We guarantee every seat on every flight is on a big, comfortable Boeing 737.
You're now free to be more productive.
You look funny stuck on a wall.
Go! Okay, stop!
Help me!
The games are outrageous, and the contestants are clueless. I Survived a Japanese Game Show. Premieres Tuesday, June 24th on ABC.
Log on to WNBA.com to learn how to improve your community.
John Goodman hosts Monsters, Inc., plus special showings of some of your favorite Pixar short films and a look at a new Disney theme park attraction starting tonight at 8/7 Central on the Wonderful World of Disney on ABC. Phoenix on a 7-0 run over the last minute and 8 seconds as we look at our game summer presented by Discover Card. Tasha Humphrey, a career-high 23 points. Taurasi and Pondexter struggling, but only a 5-point deficit.
Physically dominating has been Detroit. 21-11 points, or second chance points opportunities. Traditionally one of the best rebounding teams in the league. It's been an Achilles heel for the Mercury. And I think when Diana Taurasi shoots it that poorly, a combined 4 for 30 with her counterpart, Cappie Pondexter, you're going to be hard-pressed to win a game. And they've hung tough despite their offensive struggles.
A rematch of the WNBA Finals from a year ago, won by Phoenix in 5 games. They were the first to win Game 5 in the Finals on the road. First time they've met since. Both teams looking a little bit different with some off-season moves. Mazzanti and Humphrey battling there, and Mazzanti touched it last.
I'll tell you what, Kelly Mazzanti has hustled. She's scrapped. She's checked Detroit's bigger bodies out. She's been as physical as they have. I mean, this is not something that Kelly Mazzanti has traditionally been known for.
She's got 6 rebounds and 9 points. Humphrey again, smooth from 3. She's got 26.
She is tearing them up.
She averages 3 points per game on the season. And 26 points now in this contest after another 3-point basket. Humphrey 9 of 12 from the floor.
And another board right there.
6 rebounds for her, also a couple of assists for Humphrey.
Back to the Rover defense goes Phoenix.
And you've got so many scores on this Detroit team. She's like the 11th option coming into this game, and she's leading them by far and scoring only 2 other players, Nolan and Smith, in double figures with 10, 12 and 11 respectively. Midway through the 4th, Detroit by 8. Here's Pondexter driving on Hornbuckle, and offensive foul, so no basket.
See, now, other than the rebounds, you're going to look at Alexis Hornbuckle's day and you're going to go, okay, you know, what did she give you? Well, this is what she gives you right here. You've got one of the toughest guards in the league off the bounce. She just puts herself in a position. Now, that ball could have gone either way. But that's exactly what Hornbuckle will do. She's going to board it. She's going to play solid defense. She's not going to hunt her shot at all.
That's her second personal foul. Katie Smith for 3 from the corner. That's 14 for Smith, and a timeout called by Phoenix head coach Corey Gaines as Detroit's lead back to 11.
She's hit a dagger or 2 in her career, Katie Smith. Detroit showing some mental toughness. 1 and 2 on the road trip, trying to make it 500.
You're watching the WNBA on ABC.
I know for a fact that as I continue to play golf, just like I play pool, I'm going to get better at it.
Are you the next Tiger?
I'm the next. If I continue to drink that G2, watch out, Tiger.
Living the G2 life.
This is a great country.
A country where people never stop trying.
Never stop dreaming.
Never stop creating. The perfect chicken sandwich.
Introducing McDonald's new Southern-style chicken sandwich.
It's perfectly seasoned.
It's juicy.
It's just plain better.
All white meat chicken served warm with pickles on a steamed, buttery-tasting bun.
Why settle for ordinary
when you simply don't have to?